What's going on, friends? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Lexi, as it says on my jacket. Welcome back to my channel. Put my Instagram below if we are not already connected on there. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be vlogging. Apparently you guys love the vlogs, and even though I think I'm extremely boring, I'm gonna do them anyways. So it's a Saturday, and I'm gonna be vlogging, and it's actually hopefully gonna be an exciting vlog because I'm actually driving to Orlando here in like 15 minutes. I'm gonna leave and I'm driving to KLASH KLASH Championships. It's a bodybuilding show. It's honestly, in my opinion, I think it's the first biggest show here in Florida of the year. So I'm excited to go and attend that as just a coach, a spectator, a supporter. I don't have any clients competing, but I do have some teammates, and then I also have all of the Angel Competition Bikinis sponsored athletes that are competing. There's a good group of them. There's like 6 or 7. So I'm going to obviously be a support system for them as well, help them with anything they need. So this show is really cool because it's an amateur show, but it's also a pro show. So meaning the amateurs compete, but Pro Bikini is also competing. So I'm super excited to watch that. I want to just kind of take you guys along. I have about an hour or so of a drive to Orlando, and then when I get there, I'm going to do my best to film what I can. This show does have a live stream, so sometimes what happens is when shows have a live stream, they don't allow you to actually film there because they sell a live stream. So if I can't film, I will get a lot of behind the scenes footage and everything, but if I can film, that'll be really cool. I'll film probably not a ton of the amateur show, but the Pro Bikini show, and then I'll do a voiceover and everything in this video. So we'll see what I can do, but I'm going to take you guys along with me for the day. I'm super excited, so I'm just packing my food right now and then going to make the little road trip to Orlando. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Also, super quickly, I have to shout out Wolfpack backpack or bags. So this is my Wolfpack backpack, and I'm sure some of you guys, probably a lot of you guys, have seen these bags kind of circulating in the fitness realm and industry. But I love mine, and I take it everywhere. It's my gym bag, it's my work bag, it's my just little travel bag. I'm taking it to the show with me. I get asked all the time, is it worth it? Should I get one? And I absolutely recommend them. And also, I have talked with the owner before, and he is amazing, and just knowing the owner, the people behind the company, and what they stand for, it makes me want to support them even more. So shout out to Wolfpack. If you have been considering getting one, you should definitely do it. But I wanted to just show you guys my bag really quickly. I think I have the 25 liter one, or I don't know if it's liter, 25L, whatever it is. If you go on the site, you'll know what I mean. But anywho, that is what I'm taking with me to Orlando. Now I'm going to gather my stuff and actually get into the car to make the drive. Okay, just made it to Orlando. I am walking into the venue. I love this hotel. I've been here many times before for other shows, but I love it. I'm just walking past the pool right now. Can't really see it, but walking into the venue. I'm gonna meet up with my friend Jojo, and then like I said, I'll kind of just play it by ear. I'm not sure if I can film or not, the actual show, but if I can, I will definitely be doing so. If not, I'll just get some behind the scenes footage. But I'm gonna go in and get my tickets, and I will see you guys inside. Alessia, I think they're going to be up there, but we shall see. I'm going to try to film if we can. I think we can. So I will try and put some clips in here, so stay tuned for that. Alrighty, you guys. So you are going to see here, this is Pro Bikini. So I didn't get a ton of footage of the amateurs. You saw like one small clip a little beforehand, but it was super cool to be able to see the amateurs compete and then right afterwards to see the pros. So this is Pro Bikini, and essentially what you're going to see in these next few clips is what they do at the very beginning is, I think there were a total of 20 bikini pros. They called them all out in groups like this, so you'll see that they're lined up next to each other, and they compare them, you know, side by side. They do a little bit of a routine, but they don't do their individual routine until after. So what you'll see furthermore in this video in the next couple of clips is I did catch a few individual routines of a few pros that I want to specifically talk about, but again, this is still just the comparison round, so they bring them all out in groups of 5. I think there were 4 total groups, 5 girls, and then they just kind of compare them. So they go from their front pose to their back pose, they compare them a couple times, and then what you're going to see is they do furthermore come out and do their individual routine, which is always really cool to see. And I do want to mention and talk about a couple of bikini pros in particular. One thing I want to point out that you can really see distinctly in this video is the girl on the left. I believe her name is Destiny. This was her pro debut. She looked amazing. But one thing that really stood out to me is the rich red suits really just stuck out to me on stage. You know, red is a pretty popular color right now on stage, but I don't know, just something about the rich dark red suits really popped and stood out to me. So here we go. This is Jessica Delias. Now this is the individual routine portion, so they are going to come out, they are each going to do their individual routines. No, I did not get an individual routine video of everyone, just a few, but this is Jessica. She actually ended up getting 4th, and that's exactly where I predicted her to be. She always does really well in pro shows. She's typically around top 5 or so, but as you can see, just great muscle density, great structure, overall great routine. Okay, so then this is Ashlyn Little. So sorry for the bad camera quality, but this is actually who won the pro show. So this is number 1. Ashlyn, you know, one thing about Ashlyn is she's always done very well at pro shows, like top 2 or 3. She's very short. I think she's like 5 foot, but she has a lot of muscle, and she was very balanced from top to bottom and was exactly what head judge Sandy was looking for at this show. So she fit the bikini criteria perfectly, and she looked amazing. Okay, so now this is Lucia. I love Lucia. I've actually met her several times, and I want to say she is from Brazil, but I met her for the first time at the Arnold. She actually competed at the Arnold a few weeks ago, and then she was at this show as well. But Lucia always, again, consistently does very well, and she just, one thing I love about her, I love her, just her firecracker energy, her personality. She's got a tiny waist, but she's very balanced from top to bottom, which is again what bikini is all about. And then the last individual routine clip I caught was Jessica Miller. Now I wanted to get a routine of her because she actually recently turned pro, and this was her pro debut, and she you know, I remember following her before she turned pro, and I think she's got great potential. I don't think she ended up placing super well in this show, so I'm curious to hear what her feedback was. But I think she's got a really bright future, and just her overall muscle is amazing. So now what you're going to see here is in a few seconds, the audio is actually going to come back on, but this is right before they called out the top 5. So what you're going to see here in a few moments is them calling out the top 5 for Pro Bikini for the KLASH Championship show.
Okay, I need 452, Jessica. 454. Lexiam, 460, Taya, 461, Ashlyn, 462, Lucia, 464, Rachel. The Taya and Ashlyn switch right next to each other. And then the Taya and Lucia switch right next to each other. And one more time, sorry, the Taya and Jessica switch.
All right, just finished the Bikini Pro pre-judging, and I'm with the one and only. We have Alessia. She is.
Hi guys.
If you guys don't know her, you definitely should. I'll put her Instagram handle below. But it's looking like, I think, what, top 2 potentially?
Yeah, we look like top 2. Let's cross the fingers and let's wait in the finals.
Yes, and she's wearing an Angel Competition Bikini suit. So we're gonna get some content, but stay tuned and I will catch you guys in the next clip. Okay, so I am like starstruck. I was just hanging with Alessia, and as you guys saw in that last clip, and for those of you that don't know her, she's like one of the top pros right now. She's incredible. I've never met her before, but we got some content for Angel Competition Bikinis because she is our newest sponsored athlete. So I am just walking in my car right now, trying to see if I can, oh yeah, there's my car. I thought I was lost at first. I see my car. I'm gonna head home to Tampa because I'm not gonna stay for finals because they don't start for like 3 hours, so I don't want to just like sit around. So I'm gonna drive back now. I will probably have to stop and get gas on the way home, but I'm gonna get in my car and head back to Tampa, and then I'll do a little recap on the show and just some things like I noticed and some trends, what was being rewarded and all of that. So catch you guys when I get back to Tampa. All right, you guys, so I wanted to make a point in this video to kind of conclude it all, just to sit down and kind of have Coach Lexi come out, like the coaching side of me come out, and just express to you guys what I saw generally at the show, like what I saw being rewarded, some of the things that stood out to me. One of the reasons I love going to shows is obviously I'm an athlete myself, I'm a bikini competitor, but furthermore, I like going to the shows because I am a coach. I do coach bikini competitors. I coach a lot of first-time competitors, and I want to be able to go as a coach and be able to see in person what's being rewarded, what the judges are looking for, to see if there are any specific trends that are, being favored, right? So what I gauged from this show, there were 2 big main things that I want to talk about, and this relates to kind of what I saw at the amateur level. So I know I put the pro show in the clips before this and kind of walked through that, and I'll touch on that in a sec, but 2 of the big things that stood out to me at the amateur level for amateur bikini is stage presence. I think a lot of times girls kind of underestimate stage presence and their posing and their walk and their overall confidence and their overall grace. And, bikini is not judged solely on just your stage presence. However, it makes a big difference. Think about it this way. If there are 2 girls with the exact same physique, but one has immaculate stage presence and the one has just kind of mediocre stage presence, well, you can ask yourself, who's going to get first place? It's going to be the girl who has the best stage presence. And I think that there's a lot to be said for having really good stage presence, as a judge and even as a spectator. When you see a girl step on stage and she just looks confident and like she knows what she's doing, like you're naturally just drawn to her. So I felt like stage presence was a really, really big thing, and a lot of the girls that were placing well, they had the best stage presence. Secondly, another really big thing I noticed, and I've noticed this at other shows I have been to, I've noticed that a lot of girls have really awesome front poses. They're on and from the front, their bottom half, their top half, they are on, their waist, they're on, and then the true indication of who places first and then who places, behind that is generally the glute conditioning. And when I say glute conditioning, I don't mean striated glutes. I don't mean like overly conditioned glutes, but I mean having kind of a glute hamstring tie-in is going to be super, it's important for setting you apart in bikini. I was noticing that, like I said, a lot of girls had really immaculate front poses, but what was setting the girls apart, who were placing first place and then the girls who were not placing first place was the glutes. What was setting apart the person who won the overall from the people, the runner-up, the people before that, was the glute hamstring tie-in. If you have a glute hamstring tie-in, if you can push for that level of conditioning, I feel like at an amateur level, it absolutely sets you apart. So those are the biggest takeaways I noticed. And then furthermore, the last thing I want to touch on is just from a pro standpoint. So I put the pro bikini footage in before this clip, and the top 4 ended up being, first place was Ashlyn Little. Second place was Alessia Fasheen, which you guys saw. I had a clip in this video with her. She's super sweet. Third place was Lucia. I forget her last name. It starts with an M. And then fourth place was Jessica Delias. Now, Sandy Williamson was the head judge at this show, and she specifically said that Ashlyn won because Ashlyn was the only one out of those 4 who wasn't overly conditioned. So it just goes to show, in another take-home message to this video if you're watching, is bikini is not a who's the most conditioned competition. It's not a who's the most shredded, who's the most vascular, who's the most, like, you know, who has the most muscle striations. Bikini is not that. In fact, they don't want to see that in bikini. They don't want to see, you know, striations. They don't want to see vascularity that's distracting. I specifically saw a girl on the bikini stage at the amateur level, and she had amazing muscle, but she was just too, like, there were too many striations. She was a little too lean, right? And I specifically saw Sandy, the judge, moved her out of the center, which is, you know, moved her down a place, because when she turned, you could see visible striations in her glutes. So it just goes to show, you know, yes, you want to be conditioned going into bikini. However, there is such thing as being overly conditioned and having, you know, too many striations and all of that. You know, sometimes you see girls and they look really cool in the gym because their muscles are like super striated and they're super vascular, but oftentimes that's not bikini. That's not what they are rewarding and judging and looking for in bikini. So before this video gets too lengthy, and before Coach Lexi goes on too much of a ramble, I wanted to just reflect on the show. It was so fun, and I'm super, super grateful that I was able to go. So if you guys have any questions or comments about anything I discussed in this video or any of the video vlog footage, comment below. If you have made it this far, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. Share this video. I feel like this video could be really helpful for you know, any bikini competitor, but also first-time bikini competitors, as it kind of, you know, gives you a breakdown of like what a show actually looks like. But that is everything for this video. If you guys liked this video and you want me to do this for future shows, because I will be going to a lot of future shows in the future, please comment below. I can do this for every show I go to. In fact, that would be kind of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again if you've made it this far, and I will catch you guys in the next one.